Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching.
There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? It's in Helheim.
Look, up ahead.
Helheim.
You see it too?
You promised you gave you.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
Go back.
It's not safe.
It's them. They're here.
You see them? I can see you.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
They're watching.
Stop. Can you feel them watching?
They're watching her.
They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Come on.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like pack of wolves on heels. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
Is he?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you. There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim, and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Why is she doing this?
Why doesn't she turn back?
She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
He's dead.
But his soul is in Helheim.
His soul still lives. She needs to say
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods
I
dwell in
played
Asgard.
about the first
The
10
gods of
minutes
earth,
and then
harvest,
decided
wind, and
I
sea
definitely wanted to
dwell in
stream it. That's why
Vanaheim.
the first few were
The
in,
good
so I
elves
saw
dwell
them.
in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim.
My apologies. Not
The
misleading.
mountain
It is
giants
blind.
dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
That's the way. Quickly, go on, quickly. You're in danger. Do you know where you are? Get down.
What's she waiting for? Why did she do that?
She shouldn't have done it.
She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
He's going to hurt you.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way.
Don't listen.
I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait, who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
How do you know?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
See what happens if you focus.
It's near. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you? It's
I only played about the first 10 to 15 minutes earlier and decided to restart and stream it, so title is not misleading.
6 years enslaved in hell.
I've only gotten
But I watched
5 minutes past this.
learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. Took him from me. I beg you, let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back. A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time. The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Two gods?
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers, master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it. Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raze their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast who was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father. Illusion hides the path to Valravan. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
What's that? It's a wall. It's a door. No, it's a bridge. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it. Do you think we'll have... Come on. Come on, push it. She did it. She did it. She did it. She did it. Something's different. Can you see?
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there. Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged. This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
She's so weak, they can see her. Did it? She finished him! Do it! You're close!
The Northman will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much it's changed. It's so different.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching. Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open. You can do it. Don't touch it. Stay back. Come on.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
What does it mean? Line up the ravens. Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them? Line up the ravens. Shh. What is it?
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
The song. Valravan's song. Listen, focus. You need to focus.
Challenge me.
He's gone. He disappeared. Where did he go? Where is he? Find your fault.
winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Druids, become Gelt in search of parents. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up? It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven. Tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning, a deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
She can't get in. She can't go in there. Behind that? Valravan, he's there. She can't go in. Has to find another route.
Truth says there's always another route.
Find a way. Go round.
Find your own path.
There's a different way.
She will rise.
It's nearly over.
Remember the world.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
You are capable. Remember your time. You finished it.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
The song. Valravn. Valravn's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's so loud. No, it's here. There's 2. Listen, focus, listen. It's magic. It's magic. She's been here before. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left, didn't she? She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillion. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillion. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her. broken. The gate is open. Open.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill me. Yet, I'll gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Open it.
She has to.
Not from this side.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the World Tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir. He drank from the well, and traded one way of seeing for another.
Hey, what's going on? Waffles, dude? How you doing, man? Let me know if the audio is too loud. I've already had to lower it, like, a lot. I'm gonna lower it a little bit, actually. How you doing, dude? How are things? Audio sounds okay? Alright, cool, cool. I don't want it to like drown out us talking, because in my headset it is freaking loud. Oh, sick as fuck, dude. I feel you, man. I just got over bronchitis not but a couple weeks ago. Not fun stuff, dude. See, I can leave this area already, but I feel like there's one more of these lore stones, and I kind of want to get it. What are you suffering from, dude? See, Doc, I think I had a cough for a week, non-stop. I used to be in a little longer than 2 days. Damn, yeah, nah. Definitely might want to get it checked out for sure. Not seeing what this particulars change. It's weird, all the other ones changed something. I don't see the change in this one. Oh yeah, dude. Giving you that ab workout. Nice. So I can leave the area. I already solved like the main puzzle, but I feel like I'm gonna miss out on a lore stone. I really hate thinking I'm gonna miss out on something. But there's a way up there. I thought it was gonna be linked to that. Have you been otherwise, man? Than being sick as a dog. Let's see. That. Yeah, it's an interesting game. Like it was suggested to me just recently, so I was gonna play this and then Plague Tales, Innocence Plague Tales. I'm streaming soon. See, and this is just gonna bring me back here. And there's a way up there. I'm not seeing it. Now here's the 5-hit move. I can get back here, right? Let me... this disappears this again, right? Do that. Working bills, yeah, dude, I'm feel you there, bro. See, that didn't change anything. Oh wait, it did. It did. Oh my god, I'm 5-head, dude. Fucking 5-head. This change. Love you, I lost my bank card like a scrub, dude. Got a McDonald's breakfast before I canceled it. Oh, it sucks, bro.
The ravens. They've gone.
They've gone.
No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
Val Raven's helping? Why is he helping?
He's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet. Can't think. Out in the wilds. In cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on.
No idea what it did.
And kill that which had become a part of her.
I walked back through it. See something. Walk through it. Around. So I can't line any of these up again. Huh. Yeah, officially don't know what the fuck. Dude, at one time over the summer, I was obsessed with those breakfast burritos from McDonald's. So, it's bad times. Okay, so whatever that did or did not do. Oh yeah, those breakfast burritos are always good, dude. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. See, that's the X. I can just leave. But if I do, then all this visual fuckery that's happening right here, I won't be able to do anything with it. And I have a a feeling I'm missing out on something. I'm gonna give it one more look around, and then I'm gonna call her an evening here on this particular puzzle. So, yeah. I did find one secret stone, and I think the other one is hidden somewhere, but I just... Oh. Okay. Oh, I missed that. It's on to me. Means I can go up here then, because I don't think I saw this. So am I ready for World War III? Yeah. Hopefully ready for Impeachment City, but... Okay, what did that do? God, if the Senate impeaches him, I'm gonna be so happy, dude. It's gonna be good times. Yeah, I'm enjoying all the World War III memes. They're interesting. Creative. Very creative. Yeah, I know, it's... definitely can be described nothing other than a joke. What's down here? I'm not quite sure. I think I'm outie. I don't know if there's anything else for me to find. I see, now they're all gone. Well, I know there's one more section, the way they have the rune thingy set up. Every time you get one, it kind of like flashes white. It all has lore, but I think I missed out on it in there somewhere. Oh, this looks like a battle scene, dude. Maybe. Wait, steps. Steps. Nowhere.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
It's gonna be over here somewhere. Well, it's bright. Hello. Oh my god, dude, the light flashes right there. Alright, I thought that's what it had to do with it, maybe not. Yeah. This game is all about psychosis and mental illness. It's pretty intense. All the voices that are in her head. Actually, kind of like... doesn't seem like I can go too many places. Right here. Line these up. Oh my fucking god, I'm blind. Alright, Yep.
Speak to
Totally
me,
blind.
Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen
Shall I go back up there
captured
for a second?
Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth. The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Good voice acting. All around, man. Good stuff. Oh. Okay. Okay. Blind again. Aha. Five head, dude. Like, I had to go back through it. Eureka, right? It's like...
Broke. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me. I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember.
In the beginning, they even say they teamed up with a psychiatrists, therapists, mental health experts,
You think you can overcome
people that went through and treat those in
Makes sense of it.
psychosis.
And once relief
Make the game.
settles in, strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
and she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you! I see you now! You led me to the wilds! You trapped me there!
Yeah, that raven thing was like eating the crap out of her spine. Oh shit. Oh, I tried to dodge.
Get up. She's going to die. Get out of the way! She's injured. She can still do it.
Oh!
No one.
Alright, audio glitch there. I didn't actually realize I was back. I looked at the chat and see if you said anything. I just get blind. Okay, we're gonna be safer. Kick him in the dick.
They're winning. Overwhelming. She's going to lose.
Take it.
You won it.
What a... Kicked in the dick. Oh!
Where's he going?
That one got me.
Quickly get
Oh,
out.
I don't know if that got me.
She's hurt. She won't make it. She's injured.
Oh, I can barely move. Oh, they're done. Come on, back him up.
She's ready.
Freeze him.
You are a capable warrior. Remember your training.
Alright, need a... Yeah, I heard it cut out too, dude. It was in my headset as well. I'm just like, Oh, they're combos.
Don't let them get behind you.
Don't let them get around.
Oh, this guy's Pepega. Alright, kick to the dick. Oh, yeah!
There's another one. There's more. Be ready. You can
Oh my
defend yourself.
God.
Going.
Did you bait?
You're strong.
Oh, not... Okay. Okay. My health regenerates after time. That's good. Oh, that dodge! I dodged into him.
Get up quick.
Oh god, get up.
It's not over. It's not over. You can do it.
It told me in the beginning of the game as it made me die purposely that if I die too many times, it was permadeath.
It's not over. It's not over. She's hurt. Behind you. People die. Take him down. Take him down. Focus.
I am trying to focus. I can't hurt him. Oh, actually focus. Oh, I understand what you meant.
Focus now! Focus. Okay.
Take it. Oh, yeah!
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It wasn't.
That was a really cool
But
fight.
not this time!
Well, I'm not fighting now, but at this particular moment, right? Up until I stabbed him in his stomach.
The Mark of Valravan. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory, bringing her closer to defeat.
Get pegged, yeah. Hell yeah.
Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for truth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen.
The audio is skipping.
She would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
It's actually repeating.
I still hear
You hearing that? It repeating certain words twice? Waffles. It just saved right there. I might, like, once I get to an area I'm safe coming back to, I think I might quit out or something if I keep hearing repeated dialogue. It's weird. It's the only things, like, no frame rate drops. Visually, it's a great game. Mechanics are tight. Like, it's just like the audio seems to have issues. Weird, right? I mean, out of anything that could have an issue, I'm okay with just having it repeat a word or two here or there, or like the sound goes out for a second. I'm cool with that. Hey Waffles, if you excuse me for like 1 second, I need to go use the restroom, like really bad. I think that was what propelled me in like to take over in that fight, because my bladder is so full, dude. Give me like 1 minute, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think the audio skipping like that's the first time. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but I know like the audio not coming in after I died is. But do you see the black on my arm right here? Every time I die, it gets worse, right? And in the beginning of the game, it forces you to die to tell you that if it reaches to her brain, that's permadeath and all will be lost and I'd have to start all over again. I don't know how much is to fuck with me, because of the way the game is set up. To be like, hey, because it is a game about mental illness, or if it's like literally a permadeath game. Not quite sure. Scratching my head on it though. Looking for that last rune. Is it here? Wait. Was this the way I came from? Oh, it was the way I came from. Damn it. I missed the rune. Pepe hands.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And then she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves.
Well, at least if I missed that one, it's in an area where, like, I should be able to find it again. Easily enough.
I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them. Sen, Mother.
Excuse me. Wait. Whoa. I just figured I was coming back. That area looks completely different. I know I came from here. Let's see something real quick. This is right to the puzzle where I came in. Yeah, I came from this way. Weird how the music starts back up when you go in there for like what? Got me freaked out, dude.
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over. She misses her so much.
Excuse me. The environments look super good, dude. Very, very good, yeah. That's the other area we gotta go to. Oh, hello. You have some serious.
They've surrounded you. She's not strong enough.
You're going down first.
Such
Give up.
Oh my god, this guy does not stun. Oh, I could do that all the time to slow things down. I did not know that.
Down! Finish it!
Finish it. Strike him.
That's when the amulet shines. Okay.
Come this far, she needs it.
Dodging the wrong direction. Block.
Take him down. Take him down. Get him down. He's hurt. There's blood.
Oh my god. Camera angle.
It's nearly over. Finish it. Can't do it.
Okay, bud.
Finished. The gate.
She needs to go back.
She can't.
It won't open.
Why won't it open?
Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
She hasn't challenged Cert.
Got the one.
the Northmen tell this story.
Yeah, see? I
Before
missed
the
that
Earth
one in the
was
middle
created,
that's red.
there
I
was a
missed the
world
S
called Muspel.
symbol looking one.
Because it was in
somewhere.
the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Oh, God.
Get up, quickly! Get up! Finish this! She can still do it! You won't be defeated. Too many of them. Find a good position. But you can get behind you. You're close. Defend yourself. Behind you. He's gone. Finish this. Finish this.
Oh, don't tell me I was... Yeah, get up, get up, get up.
She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Alright. Let's see what it is.
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Are they screaming? The fence. Screams will help you. Focus. You can hear them.
Holy seem like it's
When the rose. Screams will help you.
oh, wait. There's another one.
The fence.
I need it over here. It's rock.
What's that sound? Are they screaming?
Seems like that's definitely it.
You can hear the rooms.
Oh, here, so there's a vantage point better. Shit, stuff. Here it goes.
The screams will help you.
Stop it. Alright.
Follow the screams. The fence.
Back there's
What's that sound? Are they screaming? You can hear the rooms. When the rose. Follow the screams.
telling me that's not it.
Follow the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. The screams will help you.
I can see these getting more and more annoying as time goes on. So I feel like that's the one right there.
You can hear the rooms.
They all seem like they would be. I can't seem to find to get the middle part right.
The screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. The screams will help you. What's that sound? Are they screaming? The fence.
Come on, how's that not it? Oh, wait, wait. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living. But you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
I could see another fight happening real soon. I think I have to like dodge out of that.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Oh, I didn't mean to press that actually. Oh, I tried to dodge.
She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it. Find a good position. We're winning.
Oh my god. Oh, nice one, bud.
She finished him. Get out of the way.
Eat it.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt. away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Let's see, was there anything else up here that might not show itself because of that?
What's happening? Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone?
The fire's disappeared.
It was everywhere.
Maybe it was a trap.
The fire. Cert is through there.
For you.
He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, Cert. Find your own path.
There's always another way.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Pleasant. This way's blocked, right? Is that- Yeah, looking mighty blocked.
Another gate. Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Pretty damn interesting game. Love the Norse lore just thrown into it.
The Northmen made fire
As for the
sacrifices,
setting.
burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Yeah, Yeah, I seen it over there. Nothing else over here. That's where I'll drop down. Screech! Oh, put one on the head there.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
There's that one. Let's take a little trip, shall we? Yeah, I knew there was gonna be another one somewhere.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel
These ones
to
are
battle
easier to
on
find.
a ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
Seems one left in this section. I think
The
sections
Northmen
are broken
say
up
at
in
Ragnarok,
between those. I didn't know they
sons of
replayed
Muspel
them.
will travel to battle
It's gonna-
on the ship called Naglfar,
Wait.
the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
I want to see before I click on that. Alright, let's click on the door now. Oh, wait.
The Northmen of
Yeah,
Hell
one of those.
worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
That was all luck. I did not think to even look there. Not gonna lie. was the one I already looked at, right? Yeah. Feeling you find them both points. No, definitely not. What looks like this in my immediate surroundings? Ah, something to do with the trees. Yay, nay, no.
Give up.
Ha! Fucking trees, dude. Let's see, if it's the other way I have to go, what's behind here? Is this where the thing is to, like, get the fire, I take it? Yeah, alright.
She's going to die, she's still. Now, you have to run. Tell me what to do. Don't let them surround
let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the ground!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
Feel for the layout because they're gonna have us running through it. Aha. Feeling I'm gonna have to go up there for one of them for a second. Here. That's this, obviously, again.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
I didn't even go up to the other door before I actually started it, so I don't even think I have to do it. Like, actually do that. See, I haven't seen a stone yet. I wonder if it's up here. Might not be one in this section. Sure, there's a way to go down these ladders a little bit faster.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
It gets more pronounced when I'm on that bridge. When I'm here, that's like all of them show up. Let's see, it's like maybe a combination of this with... Yeah, there he goes. Shape's not my big thing, bro. Wait, wasn't that the one I just did? Looks fucking super similar. Oh, I see it already. Let's make... Really sure I'm not missing a lore stone, 'cause I didn't see one.
Is the secret?
Yeah, okay, we get it. It's in here. See, I didn't even come over here, bro.
The Northmen say that what we see as a rainbow is the bridge that goes from the world of men to the world of the gods. For now, they say the frost giants and the mountain giants cannot cross it. But they say that when Ragnarok comes,
God, that
not
one
a
that I
thing
missed
in
is-
this world will be safe. The rainbow bridge will break under the onslaught of the fire giants riding on flaming steeds. Senua, I have seen the fire of Surt spread far and wide, and to our lands. Ragnarok is coming.
It's the last one for the section, if I'm to assume. That's the first section right there. Getting up to that area with the big door that we have to unlock. The first section, where I missed the last one somewhere. Now we're in the second section to unlock. First section's door. Got them all, I would assume. The next section after that's very short. And there's only 2. Seems like it's broken up into almost chapters that don't show up. Okay, we get it. Backwards, upside down, cross-looking thing. Alright, okay. It's here, so wait. Huh. Wait. Oh, do I have to do it from the outside? Yep, there it is. Wicked. Okay, so where's the door again? So now I assume I'm gonna have to run from there, up, around, through, back again, because that will be blocked. Nope.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Oh, give me a second. 1 second, guys. just have to return latex. Alright, the final one done.
Run through the fire.
How you liking all this so far, Waffles? Oh, I do assume you probably passed out from, you know, being sick and stuff. Oh no, I was wrong. You just go right up here. I assumed they would have had me go through that whole thing.
She's dying.
It's empty. It's empty.
Scripted? Maybe? Did I, like, actually fuck up? Yeah, it's scripted.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, excuse me, Jesus.
This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Big battle, am I gonna have to now?
Spill the blood of Surt and take his mark, and I will cheer you from the underworld and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
Good, bud. Oh. Roll that out. Attack right now. Okay, so should attack. Duly noted.
There's blood. Get out!
was just an utter ass beating, dude.
For every battle won,
That guy.
a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest.
Jesus.
Your truth.
I feel like that fight should have been tougher. But I just got lucky with how I, like, dodged at the last moment every single time.
Druth was a troubled man.
A scholar-turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world.
Got turned around. Actually gotta... Was over... Oh yeah, that was up to the thing. Yeah, no, this is the way. Go back. As I walk through that board. This is what happens with a little memory like mine. I kind of forget. Exit? So that... It's over here. Maybe. Oh, that was that. That was that. Ah, here it is. Yeah, already got that one. Just making sure. Making sure. Only missed one so far. At the end of the... I guess you'd call it chapter, second chapter. Second section. Battle ensued here. This is where I came from.
died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the
Base is
same
gone there.
ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Like nothing's gonna attack me here, huh?
Why is she waiting?
She
Open
has
the
to
gate.
open
No,
the gate.
don't. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate.
Darkness.
Don't. She's done it.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross
Only
into
the
hell.
dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for
thanks, bro.
control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul.
Yeah, this game is pretty nuts, man. It's all about mental illness and psychosis, and was made by Ninja Theory and
They can break you.
consulting those with psychosis, those treating it, psychiatrists, therapists.
Through his
Set in this realm, Norse mythology.
Your
It's
sword still beats our heart.
pretty fucking crazy, man.
You
For a lack of a
fought
better
for
word, I
love
didn't mean a pun there or
unspoiled
anything.
by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Pretty intense, man. Pretty intense.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Bridge to Helheim. It's gonna get real now. Well, I'm taking my first break. It's been 3 hours. So I'm just gonna take a minute or two. Gather myself, get under the Sprite. Anyone who's still here, chilling. Chill away. I'll be back in a minute or two. Oh, what up? Let's go.
It's your calling. Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Vengeance!
Attack. Oh, fuck. Alright, he's still there. Okay, we got a shield boy. We got a shield boy. Alright, get up, go.
She's injured. She can still do it. Finish.
Oh, what was that? Counter by him. He countered me with a shield. Ah, dude, I've never got the counter before. When you rush an attack, it just flipped you up and over. That's fucking cool. That was cool, dude.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Rude. Who is this?
Quick, get up! They're coming! It's not over. It's not over.
Oh. My God.
Shred's capable. It's not over. It's not over.
I'm at the door. Oh God, he's a tank. Oh, fuck me.
She won't make it.
Back up. I don't think I can probably
She's hurt.
dodge
She
any
won't
of
make
this
it.
stuff. Oh,
It's nearly over. Finish. Stop. She will die. Stop.
Oh.
You finished it.
Oh. Okay, then we got another tanky boy. Let's go.
She can still do it.
Hit away.
Use your sword. Do it. Use your strength. Do it. You can't do it.
I don't want to focus on it.
She's not gonna make you commit. You're close.
Get some of it back. Get some of it back. Hey, bud. Alright, dodge back. Okay. Alright. Those guys.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Would have really thought there was one down here. I guess this is locked, right?
It's the secret.
This is locked. Yeah, obviously, just tried it. Is there a way to get to the second? But nothing. Like, I feel like there is something here. That. Ah. That's what it's for. Alright. Alright, run, run. It might be on a clock. This was a different. Oh. Oh. What's that one? Check that out. What's out here? Oh. Want that. And to unlock this, that would be nice.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color. Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim.
Oh, god damn it.
Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine.
Forget about
On
that.
her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
So she's looks like she just suffered from third-degree burns. This seems to be the last one in this short level. The little dots represent, I think, the levels. The only one I missed was the second level that I couldn't find it. Oh, it's bothering me. I hate that shit when I can't find something. Alright. Now let's try to find where the S is. I think it's like right here. Yeah, there it is. I don't know how I didn't see that. Okay, now. Enemies. I have a feeling someone's not gonna like me just walking up to the entrance.
The gate is opening.
Let's go. Achievement: meet Hela on the bridge for the first time.
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up.
Fight it.
Get
Fucking
up.
ready. Billy fucking ready, dude. Let's go.
Get up and fight.
Well, dude, she did look like she had like third-degree burns, so the thing was pretty right.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless.
The mirror he
weak,
gave her.
Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's him. It's a trick. He's already dead. He knows it. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
This game looks so damn good. Miss out on the good stuff. Oh, Jesus. Shit.
How could you?
Keep going. Ignore the pain.
I told you it was to trick you. I told you.
Where are you going?
See,
There's nothing to follow.
come on.
All these Viking warships, man. Wreckage. Sound design. The water. The waves crashing. Visually. Like,
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place.
that's great.
Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbel made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely. You're getting stronger. You're getting stronger.
It's my itch to want to make sure like everything is looked at to make sure I don't miss something. Though it probably does just want me to go forward, but wait. Oh, it's another one of these. Holy shit.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Anyways, here, I didn't see the original ones. Look at the tears coming out of her left eye. The right one, if we're looking at it. At the end of that. You guys can see the detail of that. They're supposed to be her mother. Also had this same mental illness before it hit Senua. She sees her in a lot of the rock faces.
It's already disappeared.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Soul play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope. Where is he?
He's there. He's there, under the tree. You can see him.
There he is.
Come on, you have to keep
Dillian is waiting. Keep going.
That looks like one right there. Yeah. It's the first one or the best one?
The Northmen tell of a great hero.
Oh.
His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it,
just flickered.
but Sigmund refuses
His
it.
power.
So King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Damn. It's cold. Where's I got? 1, 2, 3, 5 more to find. This particular section. I like these little tidbits because I don't know much about Norse mythology as I do Greek mythology, and it's refreshing to kind of hear that. I don't know how much of it is actually true, or if they're just kind of doing the God of War thing and they're kind of adding their own little flair to it. That I don't know. I'd have to do my own research into it, but I like the fact that it's delivered in that way. It's very refreshing. I like that they're delving into psychosis in a way to, like, bring people aware to it in a video game, in an artistic sense, but also doing it not in such a real way, like in real world terms, like it's in Norse mythology, like where we're at right, you know, like this is, you know, Viking era. Yeah, I just like the visual presentation of all this. This is very... I'm so glad I decided to give this game a chance. This is brilliant.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Oh god, she has a taste for honey. I don't even want to know the end of that one. I thought Greek mythology was bad. These gods are ruthless. Right off in the distance, I wonder if we'll get there. You see like a Viking ship there, just kind of chilling. Unfortunately in the same back and forth animation, so we're gonna look away from that. That's pretty cool. There. Where if we'll reach that tree. So a little bit more inspiration before we go there. It seems like we might want to go up there first. We might have to find all those scattered around this section. It'd be a waste of time to go down there and then back again, I would assume. Probably not the best. Let's ladder up. miss anything over here. Oh, we can't just go up this way. Oh, because there's another one of these.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape,
Oh, the
Sigmund
debate.
lives like
I love
us,
it.
hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
I want to find the next one. Oh, I didn't even have to come up here. I really did have to use the ladder. Or not. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I'm even more blind. Really am blind. Not really, I'm just... I get so tunnel vision sometimes when I'm looking for a particular thing. I sometimes miss out on the hugest of cues. Whether it's a giant set of stairs or what have you. Oh, when I looked from further away, it seemed like there were letters. It was one of those. Okay, let's give us the option to like go down here. Okay, now. I'm sorry, but this. How do I fuck with this? Framing, visibility. There we go, get her out of the way. Wait. This is just... Ooh. Yes. None of that. Oh. Sexy. Okay. Get the tree there too. Oh yeah. Alright, I took a screenshot for Xbox with that. That is nice. Okay. That's cool. Exit. Confirmed. Really wanted that picture the way I just did that. That's fucking cool, dude. Guess what's gonna be my background? That was fucking awesome. Alright. Get out of here. I do not believe I have missed a rune yet to this point. The next ones are probably down further. That was really cool though. Like, I love the photo mode options in video games. Like Borderlands 3, I take me some serious photographs in that game. This game being the way it is, way more to do with the photo mode in this game. Borderlands 3. Wish they had the option to add like visual effects like that with the grass on the mountains and like almost like the snowy peaks there that weren't actually there. Like, that's pretty cool. It's the first time I fucked with it, so I don't like it. Oh, I could have just gone from this way too, right? Yeah, because I was over here earlier. Alright. Now I'm seeing like ways to just make great pictures, but alright. I'm not gonna do all streaming. Just the one. Just the one.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy. Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother.
Thought I heard that right.
To a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Oh, what the fuck is this, the Borgias now? Oh, there he is. Delio.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really think you want to believe it's real, but it's a trick? You're deluded.
Oh god, that is bright.
Where is she going?
Oh yeah, I actually lowered the brightness earlier too.
She can't even fight.
Oh, this is
It's
pretty.
just deception.
Oh, I'm sorry? Wait.
How does he so
How did I do it
effortlessly
again
court the
earlier?
wealth and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
I actually forget kind of how I did the photo mode. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I forgot the button for it. Okay, now that we know the button. Go over here. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. focus. Framing, that's what I wanted. Ooh, that looks kind of weird, huh? Yeah, we're actually gonna fix that one. Yeah, like the blurriness just and due to like what they're trying to convey here. I'm not I am gonna do that right there. You might see a little dip where it's like doesn't show the game real quick, but just taking a quick Xbox screenshot instead of like trying to frame it perfectly. I could sit there for 20 minutes trying to do that. Oh, they're pushing me towards this. Look how happy she looks.
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. Bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still
I
feel
wonder
it.
where she comes
Whatever's
from.
left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
The way she's like dressed made me think she was a part of the culture, and it's just catching on to me that they keep saying they're gods. As if she was never an actual Norseman, you know, she didn't believe in any of their gods, their ways. So I wonder where she was, or where they probably were raiding, that she met them. Or maybe she is Norse and she just blames them, but never believed in the gods.
Can you see him? You want to believe it.
I know that's probably all secondary to the actual point of the game, but like,
These mountains. Is that Dillian?
I'm
Nothing
interested.
lives here. You won't survive.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
Yeah, I get the tree, bro. But, like, there's things. Maybe. Like, I can get to the tree. Oh, there's one there. There's another one of these statues. Can't do anything. Funny, I have not heard Thor mentioned yet. Any of these.
As Sigmund and
I think I'm in order.
Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay. And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Drew?
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal stone.
Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. It's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Okay, fellas. This is part 1 of 2. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, no matter how long it takes. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube as well, but it's streaming off of Twitch. Biohazard 11189, as my thing on YouTube is Biohazard 1769. So, if you guys want to catch it then, it will be tomorrow at the same time, starting around 4 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. Glad I got into this game, blind playthrough. I'm gonna finish it off tomorrow. And hope everyone has a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at, whatever time zone. Peace out. Lord Biohazard. See you tomorrow.